Today, and Stella Rosa Wines is here to help us celebrate the day. So joining us now for some tacos and vino is Daniela Garrido from Stella Rosa Wines, and we've been talking about the spicy collection. I love that you come here and tell me all the trends.
Right.
This is trending, is spicy. So I always like to be in the know. I always like to get on the trend. If it's trending, I want to know about it. But I also love a story behind a wine. So I talk about this all the time. I don't think that my palate is as developed as maybe somebody else's. I like everything. And so when I get to the store, sometimes I don't know what to do. So I'll buy wine if I know the story or if I like the label. And Stella Rosa actually has a great story behind it.
It does have a great story behind it. And I do love that you mentioned that when you're looking at the shelf, especially nowadays, it is overwhelmed with different brands, different products. You're kind of like, I don't know which one to pick. And what's good about Stella Rosa is that it's kind of tried and true. So the family behind Stella Rosa is Rebely Family Wines, and they actually started in Los Angeles in 1917. So that's over 100 years ago. Right. Stella Rosa is not 100+ years old because we are trendy and we are a little bit more innovative. But the family that started it has been in the wine industry for over 100 years, and they're from Italy. They came through New York to LA on that train track, and you know, they kind of set up their roots right there in the heart of downtown LA, where back in the day it was all agriculture. So they were growing grapes, they were doing wine, they were doing low alcohol wines, which at the time, you know, you kind of really couldn't gauge. And so about 20 years ago, they came up with Stella Rosa Wines. And so the thought behind Stella Rosa Wines actually came from our consumers. We have San Antonio Winery, which is our tasting room in Los Angeles, still in the same place as it was in 1917, which is, it's a historic landmark, actually. And so we have another tasting room in Paso Robles, and we had so many customers come in and be like, hey, I feel overwhelmed by Merlot or Pinot or Cabernet. I don't really know what it is that I like. And so they were like, I'm looking for something a little bit sweeter. What do you have? At the time, we didn't have anything, but we started experimenting. We were like, okay, how can we come up with something that's a little bit sweeter, a little bit semi-sweet, semi-sparkling? That's what our customers were asking for. So we went back to the drawing board in Italy and came up with Stella Rosa Wines.
Yes, so people sometimes will, especially wine connoisseurs, they'll hear Stella Rosa and they'll sort of scoff at the idea because it is a sweet, low alcohol content. But the family knows what they're doing.
They definitely know what they're doing, and there's a reason for all the billboards. It's because it's getting picked up off shelves.
Oh yeah, it's a very popular wine.
Exactly. So we have, and something that we really love is our consumer just goes across the board. It's the mom, it's the abuela, but it's also the younger consumer. It's the just turned 21 consumer. It's the 25-year-old, the 35-year-old, the 40-year-old. You know, you're at home, you've had a long day, and you're looking for something, I know we've mentioned it before, that is not too high in alcohol. You're looking for something that is a little bit lighter, a little bit sweeter, a little bit easier to drink, and you just want to pour it over ice or chilled because it's hot outside, or you want to mix it into like a little cocktail. You can do everything with Stella Rosa, and I think that that's what's so amazing about it, so versatile, and the reason that so many people pick it off shelves.
Yes, and it's such a great way to get introduced to wine. So if you think that you don't like wine, this is a great way to start. And then you can sort of explore the whole San Antonio line of wines and sort of educate yourself that way. I love these spicy wines. I think it's so fun. It's so important for people and wineries to consider everybody when they're making wine. So I think this is just such a fun way to celebrate Taco Tuesday. Where can we find Stella Rosa around town?
So Stella Rosa is at most major retailers. We're also in a couple of restaurants, so you have to go on our website. You can just put in your zip code and find the nearest retailer or restaurant that has Stella Rosa or carries Stella Rosa. You can also visit us at one of our wineries and tasting rooms in Los Angeles or Paso Robles at San Antonio Winery.
Perfect. Well, what I think is great about being in a restaurant, you know, if you ask them, how do you make your margarita, and you don't like the way that they make it, you can say, pour me some Stella Rosa, put a little shot of tequila in there. You got your Taco Tuesday margarita. Daniela, thank you so much. You can celebrate too at Que Pasa Mexican Cafe every Tuesday starting at 3 p.m. Head on down for Taco Tuesday deals and happy hour. Cheers.
Cheers.
Coming up next, how Mendota teachers are helping students understand the world of ag in today's Education Matters. Plus, news from the entertainment world. A missing Oscar from the 70s is being replaced. We have the story next.